I'm gonna share it to my Discord just to let anyone there know what we're doing. So I'm in Queenstown right now. These are the Remarkables behind me. This is where they filmed Mordor, which is really freaking cool. Really, really cool. It's actually a little toasty out here. But yeah, this is where Mordor was filmed, in those mountains up there, which is really, really cool. There's a lot of locations around where I'm at right now where The Lord of the Rings was filmed. Yesterday we went to Hobbiton. That was super, super fun. I did some live sketching. So this was actually, this was the first one I did yesterday. I did this one, I did the drawing at, while standing like right here. This is Bag End. This is Bilbo's house. I did this painting, or I did the drawing of the painting. I only had like 3 minutes. I did the drawing while standing in front of Bag End. And then I did another one. So I'm thinking about either working on that today or painting what I see here. I don't know, I can't decide. And then I also did, this is the baker's house. This was standing in front of the baker's house in Hobbiton. And then I also did one of the party field. Yeah, this one's really nice too. It's the party field. So, or I could just paint what I see right here, which this right here is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Thinking about just doing like the tops of the trees all the way up into the mountains. Would be kind of fun. I want to paint all of these ones too. I just oh, and I also did a little sketch from inside a Hobbit house as well. This is like the little fireplace. So yeah, I've been just filling up this sketchbook full of little paintings. So these ones were done. These first like 3 were done a few months ago. There's like still a landscape I did. This was like my first time trying gouache paint. Which gouache is like it's like an opaque watercolor. That's the best way to describe it. And there I did this little mountain scene. And then from here is when I started, so those first 2 are the ones that I did just practicing. And then this was my first one I did in New Zealand. This was the little seascape I did. What's up, Layton? I got you a present. The stream looks good. That's good. I'm on the bottom of the world right now on the Airbnb Wi-Fi. There's a little seascape I did. And then this was, I tried again, the same sitting. So I did these 2 paintings in one sitting. You guys are the first ones to see this, by the way. Anyone watching on YouTube, which I know there's not very many people here right now, but yes, I did get you a present. We just went to a souvenir shop, so you'll get to, I'll show you that at, what's the next con we're going to? The next one is C2E2 and Planet. No, I have a StoryCon, and then it's C2E2 and Planet, and then no, C2E2 and Planet is later. StoryCon, and then Emerald City Comic Con. I don't know. Yeah. And then there's that one, and then I did this one, which I think I showed you. This one, Layton. There's that one, and I did this one while at the Airbnb, the last one. There's a paraglider. There's someone flying around on a paraglider out on those mountains right now. Up there is where they filmed Mordor. What's up, Dex? How's it going? Yeah, I'm in the Remarkables right now. What's game on? Game on. Where's that one? When is that one? And this is where I was yesterday. Was that yesterday? The days are like blurring together so hard. I don't even know when or where I am right now. I'm in freaking Middle Earth right now. You just got accepted? Nice. Yeah, so I did this one of a little place that we went to in, this was also in the North Island, little blue river up near Hobbiton. I got that link. And then this was in Hobbiton. I did this one on plein air. I like sketched it on plein air, meaning I was like standing literally in this location. And then I did a couple of sketches. I only had about like 2 or 3 minutes because it was like a guided tour. And so they're like, all right, here's this house, and this is where this was, and this was this thing. And there was like 40 people in our tour. And so I did this one. This was the first time going up to, this was like the first site of Bilbo's house. This is Bag End. This is like the main hobbit hole. There was like 40 hobbit holes there. So that was Bag End. And then this was the, this is also Bag End. This was standing in front of Bag End. And then this is the baker's house. You can kind of see it's very quick. I did the sketch in like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So that was the baker's house, and then Bag End is up here somewhere. And then this one was from the party field. So you can see Bag End up here. So my Shire painting was like up here, and you can kind of see it's like just this spot right here. And then this is actually from down in the party field where Bilbo's 11th birthday is, looking up at Bag End. And then there's the tree up above Bilbo's house. You can kind of see a little bit of the party tree right here, and then all like the little lanterns and everything. And then this was from inside of the little hobbit house. We got to go inside of the hobbit house, and there was like a little fireplace going. And then I'm deciding, I think I might just want to paint this. I was thinking about painting one of these sketches in, because I just got some new paints. I just stopped at an art supply store. Is it everything you could have hoped for there? That and more, because I didn't even know what to expect. Because I didn't really, I wanted to go into this as blind as I could. So I didn't really know what to expect. But I kind of left that up to Shannon to kind of pick everything, because she wanted to like surprise me. So I didn't even know what the B&Bs looked like beforehand. It's like the first Airbnb was like mind-blowing. Shannon did a painting of that one. I did not, because I was doing those little seascapes. Let's see the mountains a bit more. Yeah, this is my little Hobbiton. I just got a new set of paints, because I've been using these really cheap gouache sets. But this is like professional quality gouache. And I got some individual colors as well. Leighton or David, would either of you be willing to drop the link to this stream in my Facebook post that I just made? I posted just I just shared the stream straight onto Facebook, but I don't think anyone's gonna see that, because Facebook like crazy restricts stream posts. So if either of you are still here, would one of you be willing to share this and put it in the comments of my post, where it's like the selfie of me saying live streaming from New Zealand? That would be super cool. I really feel like you're in heaven with the painting set up in the background of the birds. It's really nice. It's really, really, really nice. It is so nice. I just see like parasailers, like there's people with parachutes paragliding out in these mountains. I don't know if you can see them with the camera, but let's see if this can zoom in. If you can see them. See, they're by the telephone pole, so yep, here you can see it. Right there. There's a guy parasailing. Parasailing over Mordor. That's crazy. Welcome to the South Island. Thank you. What temperature is it here? It's like 70 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius because that's the measurement they use here, Celsius. So I think it's like 25 something Celsius. But yeah, in Fahrenheit it's like 70. It's literally paradise. Like it's so nice. Pencil. I think I want to do a little bit of a sketch. You're so done with the snow there. Yeah, and you're out east, so yeah, it's probably really cold up there. He's probably real cold. Real cold. Yeah, it's been so nice here. Literally the worst weather we've had was last night and this morning. Had negative temps for 2 weeks. Yeah. It was really freaking cold the day that we left. When we were flying out, I was wearing like a big old sweatshirt and a sweatpants, and here it's like I was getting kind of toasty with my flannel on. All right, so I think I do want like the tops of the hedges in this piece. So those will be like the tops of the hedges, and then I want like a couple of these big trees, and they're kind of like blowing sideways like this. I'm just doing some quick sketching. And then I want the tops of the background pine trees, just some little sketches. So we'll just have a couple of different plane shifts. And then the mountains. I need to like decide where I want to focus. So I really like, there's this peak up here, like right here. There's this peak. And the camera, the way that the lens, this is like a phone camera is like a 20 to 30 millimeter lens, I believe. And so it's like shrinking the mountain really hard. So it actually looks way taller with our 50 millimeter eyes. It's an interesting thing I learned in my art mentorship was when you're taking reference pictures, it's really bad to take references with a phone, because a phone takes them at like 20 to 30 millimeters, but our eyes see like 50 millimeters. There's this big saddle drop right here. I'm trying to get that. It's gonna be hard to see the sketch until I start getting some paint on it. We got some more mountains, ridge lines, and then we got clouds, but I want to get some of these like ridges in the mountains themselves. So they're kind of going, there's some like trees going right here. And there's lots of really interesting shadows going on. That's so cool seeing the paragliders out there. Just these guys like flying around in parasailers. Or I don't know what it's called. I think it's called paragliding. Let's see, up at this one, there's a really cool ridge that comes down, back around, some trees. I'm just using the pencil to kind of like mark out where anything is so that I can come back in There's a really cool looking ridge over here. Lots of like V shapes. And then there's so many clouds going over this mountain right now. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but I think that's going to be really fun to paint. I think most of this will need to be done just with paint. And if anyone's joining in and you don't know what's happening, I'm in New Zealand right now. I'm on vacation and I am down under. And right now I'm doing a little quick sketch of the Remarkables back here. This is where they filmed Mordor. This whole mountain range is where they filmed the Dark Land itself. So I'm just doing a quick sketch of what I see, just to make sure that I've got the painting kind of laid out where I want it. And now I need to decide how I want to paint this piece in. Thinking about using some of this that really wouldn't work. I was thinking about using like a warm underpainting. I might like mix a nice like purple, like maybe with this indigo and the magenta color. Oh, very liquidy. There's this big puddle of like linseed oil or something near the top. I just opened this set of paints. I just bought these like a few minutes ago. Went to the art supply store. I think it's just water, I don't know. Seems like linseed oil. So this is indigo. That's kind of a nice like dark blue. They didn't have Payne's gray, so I wanted to get a nice kind of dark blue color. And I also got some magenta. Let's see if this one's gonna have that big puddle at the top too. No, looks pretty good. And not that there's any actual magenta up here right now. I just want to set the underpainting up really nice. So I've got my sketch here. You can kind of see just what I've got going on. And then I'm gonna use that purple to kind of tone the whole thing, and then I'll actually paint the colors over the top. I'm just learning gouache, so I'm still kind of figuring things out as we go. I am rocking the gouache. I wanted something nice and portable that wasn't just cheap acrylics, and then I'm not a huge fan of watercolors. I want to leave that to Shannon. She's really good with watercolors, and so I wanted to let her kind of take the charge with that. And do I want to use white?